So I stumbled upon your YouTube channel and I saw that you are a big cheese when it comes to having this kind of conversations, English practice. So I was really looking forward to have a conversation with you.
Oh, thank you so much for reaching out to me. And it's my honor to get a chance to connect people like you who are very passionate and enthusiastic about
Yeah.
this language. To be
Okay.
honest, I want to ask you first that do you believe in the law of attraction?
Yeah, yes, I do. Because I believe in the law of karma as well. Because I have observed this thing whenever I tried to do something that was not ethical. At that time, I faced those kind of scenarios in my life. And when I did something good, at that time, the consequences were good in my favor. So I really believe in these things.
Okay, so I would definitely love to discuss about you a little more, which is related to your YouTube channel and about this only. But before that, as we are meeting for the very first time, so I would like to know about yourself.
Well, my name is Janil, and I'm born and raised in Gujarat. I belong to Gujarat, and on top of that, I'm a teacher. I teach spoken English, and I did my master's. Now I'm pursuing PhD in English, and I've been teaching for the last 7 years. And on top of that, I've studied entirely in English medium school. So since my childhood, I have always been associated with this language.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Apart from that, do you have any other hobbies that you enjoy in your leisure time?
Yeah, apart from being an English teacher, I'm also fond of yoga. So I teach yoga as well. So these are the two things that I do for a living. And in my spare time, I like to watch movies. I'm a huge movie buff. So I tend to
Mm-hmm.
consume a lot of English movies and content. And
Mm-hmm.
I try to elevate my skills by watching informative videos on YouTube. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's all about me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Great to know about you. Should I give my introduction too, or do you know about it?
I'm quite acquainted with your, YouTube channel about you, and even I watched your Josh Talk, the
Okay.
speech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was really inspired, and I was thrilled to be a part of this conversation. But still, you can give your introduction if you wish to. But I know everything about you.
Okay, okay, that's great then because the video is for my channel, so I think we don't need to give the introduction. We can save some time. That's really great to know about it. Like you have watched my Josh Talk video too, but back then I was not that much good at English, to be honest. It's been only 2 years that I have started learning the language in August
Okay.
2022 itself. Yes, so back then I was very, very pathetic at it. Nowadays, I think I have somewhere like I'm able to explain and I'm able to describe whatever I think, my ideas and thoughts in front of the audience. And I think because
Nice.
of all it is because of my audience itself, like they have connected to me on regular basis, and I get the exposure to talk and practice every single day, and that is why I guess I have acquired it. Okay. So as you, I think, yeah, I was talking about the law of attraction now. So coming to the point, yesterday only, I think day before yesterday only, I was scrolling over YouTube and I got your video with Lavanya. You talked to
Okay.
Lavanya, right?
Yes, I
But
did.
the thing is that I didn't watch the video. I just subscribed your channel and I thought I'll watch it
Oh,
later.
okay.
Yeah, and that time I thought I'll have a session with the person later and I'll watch the video. And yesterday when I opened my Gmail, I got the name, your name, Janila. I
All
think I
right.
know this name. I think I know this name. And immediately when you shared the name of your YouTube channel, I went back again on YouTube and I searched
Oh,
and I saw like, oh my god, I thought to have a session with the person. And then in the morning itself, I watched the entire video of other 2 to 3 videos also of your YouTube channel. That time I didn't know the level, your level in English and anything about you. And I wanted to know, and that is why whenever I come across people who are doing conversations and all, I just subscribe to their channel to have, first watch their videos. If they are advanced speakers, I'll just invite them
mm,
on my YouTube channel. I didn't know that you
yeah.
are advanced and you are a teacher already. I didn't know at all. But I just had a small thought in my mind to just bring this person on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I was very happy. And that is why the belief in me is now becoming a little more stronger. that the law of
Hmm.
attraction really works. So that is why I
Okay.
asked that, do you believe in the law of attraction? Like whenever I
Okay.
think
Wow.
of this, it happens with me.
I'm quite blown away by the way, like the incident that you just narrated. Like I was not having this kind of thing in my mind, but it's
Uh-huh.
a really a kind of coincidence that yesterday you saw this and today we are having a conversation.
Yeah, let me show. I can show you my in my history too. Like I just opened the video, I didn't watch it. I thought to watch it later, and I don't know
Okay.
why. See, uh, yeah. So here, yeah, Sunday. It's, can you see it? It's the Sunday's history, and here it is
Mhm.
the video with Lavanya. I just opened it and I didn't watch the entire video. I just thought of watching it later. See,
English
here,
with
yeah. In
English
the
with
morning,
channel.
I
Yeah.
I watched the half of it, and then I
Nice.
that is why I'm very very happy about it. And when people say like nowadays you are too happy because your YouTube channel is growing and all, and this is again a big reason that I'm happy, because everybody wants to do that. Everybody is on YouTube to grow and to reach to the wider audience. That is again a reason. At the same time, the big reason is this too. Like I'm able to read a lot of books these days, the things which I want to do the most, and the connection which I'm building with the universe. Yeah. So can you share any experience of getting anything because of the law of attraction, when you believed or when you thought of something and you got that?
To be honest, I don't have equivalent experience that you had, but I
Mm-hmm.
always think karma and this thing, law of attraction. If I, like I said earlier, whenever I do good things, better things happen in my life. So I make sure that consciously, and I don't try to hurt anyone. But sometimes, being a human, sometimes I make mistakes. So at that time, I try to rectify it by doing good deeds. So law of attraction, I guess, in terms along with the concept of karma, I feel like it's somewhere. The universe is always there, and whatever you ask to
Hmm.
universe, it will give it back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is why I always spread that one thing, one thought, that you should be grateful about everything. And that the thing that you are sharing whenever you do something or little bit something bad or any bad deed, then
Mm,
you get negative results in your way. So I think it is
definitely.
again because of the belief system we have built.
True.
Like you have that kind of feeling while doing something bad, that oh, if I'm doing this wrong with the person, I'll get the same, and that returns back, right? Whatever you send to the universe or whatever you are spreading, that will come back to you.
And
Okay.
additionally, on top of that, like I'm also pursuing my PhD, like I told you. So I'm doing it in the subject of Mahabharata. So
Oh.
because of that reason, yeah, I'm very conscious about karma and all these things.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, I want to be in the side of karma. I want to be in the path of dharma. So these are the
Wow.
things due to which I'm highly conscious about these things.
Thank you so much for connecting to me. Actually, when I get people, such people like you, who are reading Bhagavad Gita, some are in the spiritual journey, doing
Yeah.
yoga, meditation, and growing in their life, I think they have made me this different person. Like, personally, I am not into that kind of zone right now, like where I read Bhagavad Gita or something like that,
Okay.
right? Or doing meditation. But because of those people like you, I get a lot of positivity in my life.
Hmm.
So I want to know, like, do you read books too?
Yeah, I'm fond of reading. As of now, like I don't have a fancy background like you, but I do want to have that.
Mm-hmm.
I have couple. I'm a voracious reader, so I tend to
Wow.
consume a lot of self-help books. Earlier, I was into novels as I was a student of literature.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to read a lot of novels. Agatha Christie is one of my favorite authors. And when it comes to self-help books, nowadays I'm reading a book called The Mountain Is You. And
Mm.
Wake Up, You Are Alive, this kind of self-help books that helps me immensely.
Yeah, I truly believe these books helps a lot. Like they have helped me a lot in making me the
Definitely,
good person and the great person I want to be. And still that
definitely.
is in my bucket list to read a lot of books in these 2 months, because these 2 months, like the weather is too cold here. And that is why, I'm not able to do other extra work. I'm not able to maintain the momentum. So I prefer to not waste time. If you are still sitting in your blanket, you should be reading a lot of books. That is my bucket list for next 2 months. And I think, have you read about The Attitude is Everything?
No, that one is still pending. I haven't read that book. But as
Mm,
we are talking about the, habit of cultivating reading, like I stumbled upon a YouTube video, and in that it was mentioned that there are some areas in your brain which only gets activated when you start reading. And
mm.
on top of that, it also prevents you from getting disease like Alzheimer's and schizophrenia. So reading is gonna help you immensely, not only with your English, but in several other ways.
I didn't know about it, and I don't know even about the video too. But yes, I have personally experienced it. Like, after cultivating the habit of reading, it has, changed me entirely. The person who was like earlier, what kind of person I was, and now it has a lot of difference now. So I think whatever you are sharing or whatever you have watched in the video, that is true somewhere.
And on top of that, like a lot of times my pupils ask me that how can we elevate our skills in English? And I give
Mm-hmm.
this, old school advice that try to read books, not
Yes.
like online books, but offline, like
Mm-hmm.
where you can actually feel the books.
Mm-hmm.
And those things not only gonna help you with your vocabulary, but with your cognitive skills, creative thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So reading books is gonna help you immensely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I want to know one more thing, which is like, you have been teaching now for 7 years, right? More than 7 years. Uh, so what is your next move, or is there any other aim that you want to attain, or just you
Look,
want to grow in the same field in teaching?
yeah, I don't like, this is the stage where I wish to be when I was 10 years, if I go 10 years earlier, this would be the stage where I wanted to be. And now I
Mm.
feel I'm quite satisfied with it. And now I'm focusing on YouTube because earlier I was not that much fluent in English and my English was not up to the mark. So
Mm-hmm.
when you go through my 3 to 4 years old videos, those were great, but my accent and everything was, I guess, average. But now I feel like I have good command over it. So I started this conversations videos like you, and that's
Mm-hmm.
when I stumbled upon your channel. And I thought that and initially I thought that you would not accept it because you are such a big cheese, like I told you, 70, 80
See,
subscribers, 80,000.
see,
But
you have, I think, very less subscribers, around more than three
yeah,
only, less than 400. But I don't see subscribers. I just see the ability. Like, if the person is able to, like, we cannot define anyone's, capacity or capability on the basis of their subscribers. No. So I didn't just check your subscribers. I just subscribed it, and I thought to just watch the video later, just to assess his level, not the subscribers. So it is not like that I don't accept, or I think many people have that thought in their mind. Okay, I would not accept, but this is what I do, and this is what my work is now. So I just wanted to already to have a session with you. Okay, so in this field itself, you want to grow, and now you want to focus on YouTube itself. So I want to know, like, earlier you were making solo videos mostly, right?
that's
Uh,
when I started my journey. I was teaching English. Like I started when I was in my first year of college. I was
mm-hmm,
pursuing my bachelor's degree. So at that
mm-hmm,
time, my English was good, but it was not up to the mark. So I
mm-hmm,
started YouTube channel. Even I guess no one can do that. No one, not all the people have the ability to speak like this. I have met a
mm-hmm,
lot of English speakers, teachers. They often tell me that we cannot speak in front of camera like you. Yesterday
mm-hmm,
itself, I had a meeting with a teacher. She had an experience of 30 years, and she told me that, Janil, like what you are doing, it's not everyone's cup of tea to speak in front of camera with other
mm-hmm,
people. So
mm.
these are the things that I am really grateful for, and I guess, with hard work and consistency, I would be able to reach to your level in terms of YouTube channel.
Oh, in terms of YouTube channel, I hope so that everybody should achieve that. Okay.
Mhm.
I so who inspired you to do these now conversational sessions and upload on YouTube? Because earlier you were making solo videos. Now there are a lot of people who are doing the same thing, like recording
Yeah.
these videos and then uploading over YouTube.
In my case, what makes my channel different is I have several connections with people from different parts of the world. So as you go through my channel, you will see that I have done a lot of conversations with people from America, from Russia,
Mm-hmm.
from Germany. So that is the thing, that is the X factor in my channel, which makes it
Mm-hmm.
different. But then I realized that I want to do it. I want to make it continue with Indian people also. So I reach out to people who are equivalent in English language, just like you, who are advanced in this. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to make content so that the other learners can learn something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got it. Earlier, I started doing it just I wanted to learn the language. That is why I
Hmm.
started to connect to people. Now I feel that now it has become my responsibility too, and I want to
Hmm.
take the responsibility. That is the major thing for me. That people who are even beginners, intermediates, advanced, whatever the level they have, I just want them to like help them if they are beginner or intermediate. If I can help, if I can add a little value in their journey, I love that. That is the one reason. Second, like that gives me the content for my channel. But personally,
Hmm.
I would love to start now the solo podcast thing, where I can just, because
Okay.
I love talking in front of camera and I want to talk for hours and hours. So that is my next move, or I want to do like solo podcast. But for that, still I need to have a proper setup, kind of. And
I guess you are mistaken in that. I guess you are good to go.
yeah, still, but I feel still I want to have one, and then I'll start it like the solo podcast thing. Okay. One next thing I want to know is that what is the meaning of your name? It is quite different. I never heard this name before.
A lot of people assume that it's a Christian name, but if I tell you honestly,
Mm-hmm.
Janil, so Nilkant is derived from another name of Lord Shiva, Nilkant. So that Nil
Hmm.
part is because of that. And J is for the Scorpion zodiac sign. So due
Mm-hmm.
to that, J is there.
Okay. Now that is quite different and unique, Janelle. Sounds
Yeah.
great. Uh-huh.
And
Finally, you smiled. I wanted to see your smile. Like you are, I think you have been in this field for 7 years now in teaching, or maybe I want to know like what kind of category, like age group you teach people.
I teach people from first grade to working professionals.
Mm,
I work offline in IT company, so I have to train all the employees how to communicate effectively with foreign clients. So that's
okay.
what I do offline, and online I teach to people from different parts of India.
Hmm. Do you feel tired at the end of the day?
I don't feel tired, but as of now, I have not taken a shower, so I'm feeling a little bit of lethargic, and that's why I'm
Oh,
not smiling.
that's what I was thinking. Like a little lack of enthusiasm I can feel, and I thought
No,
I'm not able
enthusiasm is
to.
there.
Uh huh.
But as you can see, my hair is full of oil, and I'm feeling a little bit, like oily. So that's why.
So why is that? Like it's 12:30 now. Don't you have any class? Like didn't you have any class in the
So
morning?
my class starts like I take yoga class at 5:30 in the morning. So I wake up
Mm-hmm.
at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
So from 5:30 to 7 o'clock, I teach yoga, and
Mm-hmm.
from 7 to 11:30, I take English classes.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So do you teach yoga online?
No, that I teach offline.
Oh my God, I would love to join if
Online?
somebody teaches online.
Yeah, I can the thing is time issues because as I immediately after completion of my yoga classes, I teach English, but we'll figure out
Hmm.
something. And
When you
on one
start teaching online, you can just tell me. I would love to join because this is one I want to be. The next thing I want to be very good at is yoga. I don't know why
okay,
I feel so connected and I love doing yoga. But whenever I start, I'm able to do it for a week and then for 15 days, then I quit in between. Again, I start, like I have to just motivate myself and do it again. I start it again, and like it is, I'm doing, but not continuously, not with proper consistency. That is why I
okay.
think that I should join a proper class so I can maintain that. And then once I learn proper the whole asanas and everything in it, then it would be, I think, easier for me now, because now I have to just open my laptop, start a video, then I do yoga like this I do. So it is a
Okay.
little
And
difficult
sometimes you feel lack of motivation. Like even I used to
doing
do that,
alone.
watching YouTube and all that. But sometimes it's always good to have a surrounding.
Yeah. Yes, that
And I
is
would
why.
also like to create a video about book talk. I guess as you are fond of avid reader, just like me, you can
Mm-hmm.
also create something about that book conversation or book reviews.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk about these things too. And there are, I think, many people who are doing about it too. Like they are, because my genre is quite limited, which is
Yeah.
this self help books. Not even
Mhm.
money, not even the,
Novel.
fiction. Yeah, novels. One of my friends gave even the books to me, like novels. He liked very much. Like he said, like you will love these. But when I started
Okay.
reading, I didn't get any interest in those. So then I found like, no, this is not for me. I think I am particular about this genre, because the thing in my mind is quite different. Like I want to uh and inspire people, or I want to go
Mhm.
in the women empowerment kind of field
Right.
later.
Feminist.
So so somewhere it is like when I read self-help books, which gives me the power a lot of. So that is why I think I don't enjoy fiction at all. But yes, I
Yeah.
would love
Like
to talk about it.
if you are like, which is your favorite genre when it comes to fictional books?
Fictional? No, I don't like fictional. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
like your
No.
genre. Like, yeah, if you had to go with, what kind of genre would you like to go with?
Uh, I'm not sure about it because I haven't explored this
Okay.
fictional. Only a few books I started, but I never ever completed those books. Even I didn't get much interest in that. For
Mhm.
English purpose, I read a few story books only, just for English, like for the language purpose,
Got it.
not like that. So the books which I read, the story books only, written by Sudha Murthy ma'am, which initially I
Okay.
loved very much, and I still love those books. Apart from
Mhm.
that, I just go with the self-help books. Like I have purchased even the books which are based on money, especially finance, like
Okay.
Psychology of Money, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and all. But then I didn't get much interest in those books too, so I quit in between, and I
Okay.
just, yeah, maybe related to spirituality and then self-help, where it talks about personality development or the mindset and all. Yeah.
I feel the same. Like, I'm more into self-help books because I guess in today's world, that's what we need. We need a
Hmm.
little bit of information on regular basis. So
Yeah.
I shifted my, choice from novels to self-help books.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. So as you are now a teacher and you are a YouTuber too, and you speak, I guess, on regular basis. So is there any particular one or two practices that you do on regular basis in order to elevate in terms of language?
I feel like I should never skip a day. Like on weekends, I don't take any classes. But
Mm-hmm.
during that time, also, I feel like if I don't practice my skills, it's gonna be rusty. It's gonna get, it's gonna be back to zero. So I have to start from the scratch. But that does not happen because on weekends I do conversations like this. I do it
Mm-hmm.
with for my YouTube channel. So on weekends also I'm occupied with English, and most of the time I have to converse in English.
So only conversation is one which you prefer to be consistent with.
No, on acquisition of knowledge also. Like
Mm.
I curate my own materials through which I try to incorporate new knowledge and everything, and try to impart the same knowledge to my students. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I'm free, I start YouTube and I watch informative videos regarding
Mm-hmm.
English, and I try to curate the material on the basis of that.
Mm. Okay, and which practice you found very useful for yourself, like that made you something different, or because in my case, I remember during April, I was doing shadowing a lot. Like every single day, I
Mm.
was doing shadowing for 30 minutes, and that helped me a lot. But for next 2 months, I was very good at English. Again, I stopped doing shadowing, and after 2 months, I saw a little change again, that no, like I was not feeling good about my English. There was again, I guess, say, I must say, shift was there, like it decreased, the level
Okay.
decreased. And nowadays I feel again that my English is quite good because of the reading. And that is why I'm very
Mm,
sure about it, one thing, that I'm not going to skip reading at all. Now I have
okay.
found one thing which is gonna change entirely, so now I'll keep with it. Once I stopped shadowing, I regretted a lot. Now I'm not able to be consistent again with the shadowing practice, which helped
Mhm.
me a lot. Now reading is helping me a lot, and I love reading for hours. So now I'm gonna be
Okay.
with it. So, what is that one practice which helped you a lot and you liked very much?
When it comes to reading, I see eye to eye with you. As I told you, I am an avid reader. So even I make sure that I don't skip a day without hitting the books. So I try to
Hmm.
read on regular basis. Even for 5 to 10 minutes, I try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of speaking is like it's the ultimate thing. If you are simply acquiring the knowledge, but if you are not executing it, then
Mm,
you won't be getting the desired results. So acquisition of knowledge plus execution of the knowledge. If you combine these two,
absolutely.
your English would be top notch.
Mhm. So I think you didn't ever get the personal trainings for language, like with tutors and all, because you got the environment in school itself. You were in English medium.
You will be blown away by this. After completion of my 10th grade, I was not able to speak even one sentence in English, although I studied entirely in English medium school. Because my English medium school was just for the sake of calling it as an English medium school. So
Hmm.
after 10th grade, I was clueless about English and I was neither good at maths nor at science. So willingly or unwillingly, I had to go with English. So I chose the field of arts. I went to a spoken English class, and from that, it was the turning point of my life.
Oh, so you went offline spoken English institute
Yeah, I
and
did.
it helped you. Remarkable, because I have come across such people who said, I have joined multiple institutes of spoken English and they never helped me. This happens. I don't know why, but happens
Yes,
with people.
no, like that was the thing that inspired me. By looking at my professor, he inspired me to be like him. Like he was, in terms of my money, also he was making hell of a money by
Okay.
teaching English. So that was also one thing that was going on in my mind. And on top of that, the personality. I guess English is not just a language; it's amalgamation of several things. It's personality, it's skill. So I
Hmm.
was quite blown away by that.
Yeah, now it has become a status symbol. I
Yeah,
must say, people
definitely.
have made it like
Hmm.
consciously by, you know,
Yeah.
giving that too much importance to English, and now it
Oh,
is like essential thing. We cannot survive without it. Some people say like, why you are giving too much importance to it? But
hmm.
if you don't give, like you are also giving, that is why you are watching the video. If you are not giving, don't give, and you will face the issues, right? We have to. There isn't any other option. Okay. Um so I want to know that some people have the issue, like I also sometimes struggle to use, the connectors, as I have seen in your way of speaking, that on top of that, on the other hand, or
Hmm.
meanwhile, and apart from this, these are the connectors which we can use, and that makes a little more sophisticated the language, right? So
Hmm.
people struggle to incorporate these things. So can you tell a tip or trick which can help others?
Look, on the basis of my experience, my thing is completely different. Like I told you, I have to teach English from morning till night. So if we talk about common people, not all of them are English speakers. So whatsoever their knowledge is, I guess they should be satisfied with it. But if they have some spare time, they always need to do some kind of acquisition, like in terms of learning. Because
Hmm.
when it comes to English, it's a never-ending process. So even at this, even if I have attained this level, I make sure that I learn on regular basis.
Just like, yeah, I also prefer to do that. Only then you
Yeah.
can be very good at it. It takes time. Even whenever I read books, the words I know, like these are the connectors and words which I know already, but I don't use. Still then I underline those words. So my subconscious
Sure.
mind also recognize them
Definitely.
clearly, like okay, these are
Definitely.
the words. Like on regular basis when I watch videos and I read, I get those words, but I'm still, if not able to use those words, incorporate while speaking,
Mhm.
then I keep underlining until I am able to use it. One day when I use the same word which I'm underlining for a long period of time, then I become satisfied, like yes, now I have incorporated it.
Because I
So
guess
this is my
that
way.
word might have gone in your subconscious mind. It
Hmm.
comes out of you organically. You don't have to think about it.
Yes, yes. Because some people have the habit of writing down the words, then learning separately. I think that doesn't work that much. Like if you're not revising all the words and every
Sure.
single day if you're writing new words, that is not going to help much. But if you learn them, naturally while reading, like you are putting a little extra 2 to 3 seconds and you stop there and you just see the word clearly properly 2 to 3 times, and while reading you get the word again and again, and this is how your subconscious catches the word and it becomes the memory. And I use the words which I think I never used, and then I get okay, I was just reading it and then now it has already I think registered in my subconscious, so I'm able to use
Mm,
it. It helps.
nice. Definitely.
Hmm. Do you have any question? Because I have been asking a lot of.
No, I'm thoroughly enjoying our conversation.
Mhm.
It's going smooth, and it's not like we are doing it just for the sake of making a video, but it feels good, being a part of this conversation.
This is what
And
I like the most when I connect to
yeah,
people. Like when we
because
are actually, because when we have the same genre, like the language is the one thing. Like you are also a teacher now and you are connected to with the language. I since childhood, I guess you were there. So in English medium, and now the books we read are the same. So kind of a same aura and same energy we share.
we
Then it
have the same
becomes
vibe.
hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Mm. Mm-hmm.
we have some common topics on which we are discussing. So it's gonna be, we can talk till the cows come home because it's never ending.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a one question specifically that I would like to ask you about your experience on that. That even I can see it behind you, the one where you are giving TED talk.
A
So
Josh talk.
enlighten me about that.
It was again, you brought a very nice thing, and that is again related to law of attraction, I must say. One day when have you heard about English with Dehati ma'am? I think you have heard
Uh,
about her. No, yeah. So she also was doing kind of conversational videos earlier. Nowadays, I think she uploads only solo videos. She doesn't get much free time. That is why. But that time, and she her YouTube channel was growing rapidly. Now she has 3 lakh, more than 3 lakh subscribers. So she got the
okay,
invitation from Josh Talk because she's from the heart, like from a village, and she is learning
all right.
English from YouTube, and then she tries to teach to other kids too in the village, and through YouTube also. So that was so inspiring. So that is why Josh Talk invited her. And when I was watching her video, I was like, wow, I also want to go on Josh Talk. I just had a simple thought, like, I want to go. And you won't believe, I also didn't believe that. After a few days, I got the invitation. And back then, I had only 6K subscribers. I was not ready to give any speech over Josh Token. I just thought, and I had kind of thing like maybe in 2 years or 3 years, maybe it's not even sure. Okay, but then I got, and I was really doubtful about it. And then I, connected to Yashoda ma'am, that is Dehati ma'am, over
Okay.
Instagram, and I shared about all these things. Like, I got the invitation. Is it true? I didn't believe. So I asked about even the name, the person's name who sent the email, and she clarified that, okay, yeah, it is true. Then I went there and it was quite different and very enthusiastic. That boosted my confidence a lot, because before that
Okay.
I didn't give the kind of any speech over stage and like this. I didn't have that much of confidence, because I consider that now I have become the ambivert, and earlier I
Hmm.
was totally an introvert kind of kid,
Okay.
during school and then college too. That is why I didn't make a lot of friends too. I have very limited friends. So I think that helped me a lot in terms of boosting my uh, confidence. And it was totally different experience. I loved that. I enjoyed. And when you speak in front of, there were only 5 people in front of me and 2 cameras and the lights. So it was totally different. You don't imagine yourself, the people who are very good at already this and who are just working with Josh talk, so you have kind of hesitation, but they cooperated really well. And after that, I think I became something different, not much, but it somewhere boosted my confidence, so it was lovely.
Nice, great. Yeah, it was. I saw that. I saw some a few minutes of it, but then we had. Then I thought that I'll ask the question to her in person as we are gonna meet. So I'm also inspired by that. And as
But
you
the
said
thing
that.
is that if you want to do anything, just believe in it and ask to the universe only.
Hmm,
Universe can give you anything. That's what I believe now. And still I have a lot of dreams that I believe that I'm going to manifest.
definitely, definitely.
Mm.
Nice, great.
Yeah.
And
Mhm. So what are you going to do after the session?
after the class, like after this our conversation, I'm gonna go to my company and I'm gonna teach over there.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you about an IT company, so I'm gonna take a shower and then I'll directly go to my company.
Okay, so I think it is a different kind of experience when you teach offline, because I haven't tried it yet. I want to do. I don't know what I'll do actually offline, because there are a lot of things in my mind related to personality development and then related to women empowerment. Then I want to be a podcaster. Like a lot of things are there. And the
Yeah,
basic is
and
like I want to grab first knowledge about other fields too. So the main
hmm,
is reading first, analyzing, observing people. That's what I'm doing. But action, I don't know which side I'm going to do something offline, but I would definitely.
offline, I guess that experience helped me a lot because in the context of YouTube also, as I'm into IT field, I was
Oh,
kind of a knob when it comes to this YouTube and all that because I know I'm passionate about English, but how to upload video, how to create video, how to attract more people, I did not know. So those IT students of mine told me that start, creating videos again. Do this conversation that you are doing. You are really good at English. Use proper hashtags. Connect with people who are uploading the same kind of content with them, content like you collaborate with them. So those students of mine inspired me. So
hmm.
from that's how again I started my YouTube channel.
Our video is going to end in just a few seconds, and I want to tell you